Wy pękający ludzie, witajcie na kanale YouTube'owym kolarskiego Mavena. And for all of you that don't speak Polish, welcome to Cycling Maven YouTube channel. Was it good?
That was so good, I loved it. Good morning, you absolutely cracking humans. We are walking to the press centre on the first day of the Tour de France, the prologue. It's already started. There is a hive of activity. It's not the best weather, unfortunately. Let's hope everyone stays upright.
So Mark Cavendish goes in 8 minutes. Then Geraint Thomas, Esteban Chavez, aka my favourite rider.
Who is he?
After watching the Orica doco, I have a sweet spot for him.
What about Matt Hayman?
Yeah, I love Matty.
But what about, so Esteban or Matt Hayman's your favourite?
I won't answer that.
It is pissing down with rain outside, and so I think pretty much everyone is congregated in the press room today. And it's probably the easiest place to watch it in conditions like this. But Hannah and I, are not up for that, right? We're going to get out there amongst the humans, and we're going to go see what's going on out there. Yeah.
It's just all the teams, a team list. I mean, we've got it on our app, but
okay.
If you wanted it.
I'll tell you one thing about the media centre is it's a trap. You know, you can get stuck in there, and like there's good and bad sides, right, to the media centre. So they've got coffee and they've got food and all sorts of things in the media centre. So at the Tour de France they're a little bit more professional, but the internet is, I shouldn't say that, but orange. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on, but I'm trying to upload a video now, and it's slow, like real slow, like dial-up. But it could have something to do with the fact that there's a lot of people in there uploading stuff. So I think the bandwidth factor is a big factor. So what do you think of the press centre compared to the Giro d'Italia, Han?
Kind of the same. Same.
Is it the same?
Yeah. Same one.
Is it cute? Does it suit me?
Very cute.
That's what this is what I'm protecting my, this is how I'm protecting my camera from the rain. This is one of the big differences of between the Giro and the Tour de France is this TV centre. Like, it is huge.
Cinquième à 16 secondes le moment où nous recevons ici.
That was Esteban. Your favourite rider, Esteban Chavez. Richie Port's just finished. It is absolutely pissing down out there. All of the media we're around in the. This is where the media or the press can watch the race. And the start-finish line, well, the finish line's just there, so they're just coming through now, man. But it's so wet and miserable out there. They must be hating life. Tony Martin just came through. We're not exactly sure whether he won it. It was that close, but Geraint's still sitting in the chair, so we're not sure. We're not sure what the hell's going on. I don't think anyone actually is.
This is this guy with mountain bike. He's the private bodyguard for Chris Froome.
Is it really?
Yeah.
He's a big rig too.
People will froth over it.
You reckon?
Oh yeah.
Chris Froome's bodyguard.
Yeah. He didn't. He came third in the end.
Who?
Martin.
Did he really?
Yep.
He came third.
Third, yeah.
It was the wet conditions, hey? Do you reckon it was the conditions?
I don't know.
Tony Martin was definitely the strongest, I think, but the fact that it's really wet and miserable out there would have added a whole new element into the race, a whole new dynamic, and I think that's why Tony didn't win it. All right, legends, we just watched Froome Dog come over the finish line. He looked absolutely miserable. All right, it stopped raining. We're heading back to the press room now. I've left my laptop sitting on in the press room, so hopefully it's still there. Here he is! How are you, mate? I've got to get you in the vlog. Absolutely.
Here I am, I found you.
Wait,
As we're both running at the exact same moment to try to find the same thing, I suspect.
I'm standing on this curb just so I'm the same height as you. This man needs no introduction, right? I've been reading his blog for many years, aspiring to be like him, and the truth is I'm not a tech head. He is. So it's great to see him.
Yeah, it's
Ray. DC Rainmaker if you haven't seen his blog, but I'm sure you have if you're a cyclist. Mate, how's it going? You've got the photo.
I have upgraded, yeah. I filled in all the right forms correctly. That was like a whole adventure of proper form. Not like the Giro, right? The Giro, you just show up and you're like, I'm here, and they're just like, done. Here it's a lot of paperwork. But I'm here, I'm excited, I'm soaked, but I'm glad I finally got to meet you. At the end of the day, like, last rider just went by a couple seconds ago, and boom, here you are.
Yeah, and you ran up and took a bloody photo of me, and I thought, who's this bloody freak?
I had to get a photo. There's something behind the scenes.
No, awesome, mate. So are you here for the whole tour?
I'm kind of jumping in and out. So I'm here today and tomorrow, first 2 days, and then I'll fly back to Paris tomorrow. Okay. And then I'll probably pick some random stages here and there. Luckily, living in France, it's quick and easy to pop in and out. And then definitely the finish in Paris because it's in my backyard, so can't go wrong there.
Do you get recognized much?
It depends on the country. In France, not at all. Here in Germany, a lot. In Australia, it's absolutely bonkers. I was down there for the Tour Down Under this year, and I couldn't move like 20 meters. It was crazy. I've never experienced that before. But yeah, Germany, it's definitely a lot more readers here. In France, no one knows who I am. It's kind of nice.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good for me for testing devices. Like, don't get me wrong, I love all the people saying hi and all that kind of stuff. But for testing devices that aren't necessarily out yet, it's great that I can do that anywhere in France and no one knows where I am. It's all kind of secret then. It's good stuff. It's
an honor to meet Ray because I've been reading his blog for many years, but he is the sweetest guy, and it's so good to see good humans do really well in whatever endeavour they choose to do, and Ray is one of those guys. So mate, he's killing it. He's living in Paris now, he's full-time on the blog, has been for a long time, and absolute legend. We're going to try and catch up for dinner in Paris. I'll tell you what, it's good to be indoors. It is still absolutely pissing down out there, and I do not want to ruin my Lumix GH5, my new Lumix GH5, on day one. What's the riding scene like in Düsseldorf?
Actually, it's diverse, I'd say. You do have like all kinds of riders. I actually host like an early morning Sunday ride where we have like more of a dynamic group, like more of the like modern kind of cycling, but you do have like a broad scene of people just like going slow, going fast, going long, going short, like all kinds. So it's growing, and it's really, I think the tour actually brought many people to cycling, which weren't cycling before, and it's just great fun.
What's the biggest genre of cycling? Is it cyclocross or criteriums?
I think it's just like social riding. I think people just like to get together and ride. And cyclocross is like everybody's buying a cyclocross bike now, but nobody's really cyclocrossing, I think, like the way it should be done.
Yeah. Did you follow any of the Indie Pack or anything like that?
Yes, I did actually. I did follow it, and I was also, even though I'm not at all into like long distance riding and unsupported stuff, I was really struck by how it ended, unfortunately. And I actually like fed with you guys, and I saw your blog, and it kind of touched me as well, like how you were like affected by all of that because like being inside. Yeah, but I'm not so much into like long distance riding, and yeah, I like to go short and hard.
All right, legends. Summary for the time trial today. Amazing stage, and it was pretty incredible. The fact that it rained threw a whole new dynamic into the race, threw an absolute spanner in the works. Everyone thought Tony Martin was going to win it, and as it turns out, he didn't win it because I think at the end of the day it was just too hard for him to get around the corners. There were people who were just simply better in the rain. Valverde went down, broke his kneecap, so he's out. He must be absolutely devastated. He has worked his ass off to be here, and now he's out of the bike race. So it's really going to affect Nairo. Having someone like Valverde out of the race is really going to put a strain on his ability to win the race now. Contador, he heard about Valverde's crash and over the race radio and ended up slowing down. He lost 42 seconds to Froome. There was a lot of complaints about the course being unsafe. All right, so I don't know. I mean, I think the course was relatively safe. I just think the fact that it was pissing down with rain threw a massive dynamic, well, threw an unexpected dynamic into it. And hence why we had those crashes. Chris Froome down by 12 seconds on Thomas. You know, I think everyone's going to be working for Froome, but at the end of the day, it'll be interesting to see how Thomas goes. His form, can he carry that form over that he had in the Giro? It'll be interesting to see. I think obviously he's going well still. So, and Froome still in question. Still, his form is still in doubt. So we'll soon see that. The thing is about this race this year, the mountains are coming sooner. So we'll see a few mountain stages coming up over the next few stages, and I think we'll start to see who really is in form and who's not. All right, stage 2 is Dusseldorf to Liège. It's 203 kilometres, relatively flat stage. I keep looking at that screen on the side there. It's got a climb, or a small climb, category 4 climb at the beginning, and a category 4 climb right at the end. So I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be enough of a factor to spit out some of the sprinters. I highly doubt it. So I think we'll either see someone like Sagan or Marcel Kittel take out tomorrow's stage. At the end of the day, it's going to be a sprinter's stage. I don't think it's hard enough for people like Mikey Matthews. They really need a tough course to sort of flourish. But it'll be interesting. But legends, so that's the end of today's vlog. Hope you enjoyed it. Pretty shit day weather-wise, but hopefully I think the weather's going to be a bit better tomorrow. As always, love your work. See you tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you. Pleasure.
Yeah, good to chat.
Actually, it was almost as much fun to meet you like Greg and all the other guys. So I was
really
happy to see you when I was walking past to the podium.
Yeah.
And I saw you saying, "Oh, they're doing an interview. I have to go."
Hang around, though.
I couldn't because I had to move and I had to catch the podium because I do have like work to do.